day, welcome back to Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, part 27! Mate, are you ready to fight the Black Knight?
Kerchoo, yes I am.
Alright,
go do it.
let's get it done then. So yes, it's this chapter, I think.
Oh, fuck me.
So we got to make sure that Ike is ready.
Oh, we got to make sure that Ike's ready.
Yes.
So I'm just going to feed him experience, like a, I don't know.
Yes.
Just going to force feed him from a trough of experience.
You're going to be like a mother bird thing, and the child bird just vomiting. Alright, of all the battles in the war so far, the contest for Fort Pinel is the fiercest one to date. And from this horrific clash of weapons and wills, the Crimean army emerges bloodied and exhausted, yet victorious. The prize of Fort Pinel is no small thing, but it is the promise of additional reinforcements from Gallia, and the large Benyon army encamped in Castle Dane that keeps the breath of hope alive in the soldiers' hearts. There is one pivotal piece in Dane's defence of the former Crimean capital, the severely unmanned Castle Nados. As the day's end draws near, Tiban's small force of Hawks and Garleans cease their attacks and return to camp headquarters. Good on.
Good on you, Tiban.
The manliest of all birds.
Now this time I won't sound like I'm dying of emphysema,
Yes.
like I was last time.
Yes. It's great.
Yeah.
Although, when you were dying, it also sounded great, so, you know.
Well.
Either way, it's a win.
Well met. From the look of things, the battle ended in our favour. We claimed victory, yet Dane had more troops than we expected, and it was a hard-fought battle. I don't have the best news to report either. What is it? As the day ended, we withdrew as planned, but as we were leaving, reinforcements began flooding in from the capital. That's a piece of ill news. The men that were originally guarding the castle were nothing special, but there was one of them who appeared mid-battle and crushed an entire unit by himself. He was so much stronger than the others that it was as if a wolf had appeared in a kennel of blind newborn pups. What did he look like? He was covered in from toe to tip in black armor. It made him difficult to judge his size, but I think he was bigger than me. If my intuition's correct, he's the villain that you've all been talking about. The Black Knight. He's in the castle. Oh, that castle.
That castle.
Close enough.
Ike results in last battle. MVP Kieran, of course.
Of course it is. New ally, Alencia. No deaths and no injuries. Cool. I didn't expect there to be.
Of course. We play perfectly.
Perfectionist. Thank you very much.
Alrighty. Let's do our thing and we'll be back.
Alright.
Alright. Okay, we're back and we're doing some support. We didn't level up Ike though.
We didn't. That comes later.
Yeah, okay. Just future cut for future me, I guess.
Are you looking for someone, Your Highness?
Joffrey, I'm glad you're here.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Yes, actually. I have a small favor to ask of you.
Ask anything of me, Your Highness, and I will make it so.
Really? You would do anything?
Anything at all.
Well then, here goes. Joffrey, I need you to leave me alone while I fight on the battlefield.
What? Without protection? But you know that this is the one thing I cannot...
Just without context there. Without protection.
Without protection?
I don't want to hear any objections. This is an order. You must obey.
But, Princess Alencia... Oh.
Get cock blocked.
Rip.
And now we're doing...
Volk and Bastion. So they're both me. Back already. A little bird landed on my shoulder and whispered some very juicy information in my ear. Most of it matches perfectly with what I've heard Ike tell the princess. Yes, the information I'm not sharing with you is most interesting indeed. Delectable even. You never could resist a tasty morsel of gossip. We all have our habits. In any case, my doubts about you and Commander Ike have been put to rest. How kind of you. That's all I need to say. I just thought I'd ease your concerns. Consider it a professional courtesy. Bastion? Yes? You're well suited to skulking behind the scenes and playing the puppeteer. Have you considered a change in employer? My allegiance is with the Crimean royal family, I'm sure you understand. Suit yourself. Yay!
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 You done it.
Specky shit. They're gonna be doing suspect stuff.
I thought you said you stopped dying. Did you just lie to me?
I did just lie to you.
Rip.
Let's do some other ones later.
Alright.
Tornado and Largo. What?
Oh, bigger men. Big men talking.
Big men talking about how much they like being big men. Devden and Miriam. Oh, we haven't used Miriam at all.
We haven't used Devton at all.
No. Who was Largo again? Was that you?
Oh god.
Check the list.
Yes. I believe so, actually. I don't know if I actually wrote it down. It was me. Okay. Great, I didn't write it down. Go me.
Go you indeed. Let's do a silly one.
I can't even remember what accent I gave to Largo. That's strange. Hey, Torneo. Don't you think this army is a little odd? I mean, heck, it's not every day you see soldiers from this many countries all mixed into one army.
I can't remember Torneo's voice actor either.
I've travelled and fought in a lot of strange places, but this is the first time I've seen anything quite like this.
Oh shit! Hold on. You're right. There are even former Dane soldiers in this army. There is no shortage of nationalities, to be sure.
My favourite part about it is we get to sample all kinds of exotic dishes. Wah! I've never snacked so well in my life.
What are you holding?
This quill? Oh, I use it to jot down ideas so I won't forget them later. If I don't, I just completely forget them. But back to food. I've noticed that the Lagoons sure like their food spicy. And now they've started drinking with us. That's great. By the way, what's your drink of choice?
Drinks? I'm not picky. The stronger the better.
And flavour?
Doesn't matter.
I like your answer. I better write that down so I don't forget.
Nice.
Nice.
Wholesome. All right.
Big men with big drinks.
Big men, big drinks.
Alright, now we gotta
We
do the like experience. I don't even know if I need to cut. Just boost that boy's level up. All the way. We'll see. We'll see when he caps. I'm pretty sure he caps strength at 26, but I need some of that. Oh, his speed is capped. Yes!
That was atrocious. Let's give him another. Another one.
That was good. Another!
That was good. Another!
Alright. Do it better.
Come on. Do better this time.
It was better. But not by much. He's capped the strength. That's good. Alright, we can do... we can take him to 20 if you want.
Do we really... Do you reckon it needs to be before the Black Knight fight?
I mean, he's got what he needs. Strength and speed, but, you know, an extra bit of defense and shit will be nice as well. If he gets there.
You've convinced me.
We'll see if he gets, like, a good level up this time. You know, bit of skill, bit of defense. Well, you know, he got a bit of defense and HP. Look, I'm happy to keep it at that if you wanted to keep it at that.
Happy.
But we can always check. Hang on. Go into Convoy. And let's have a look at our stat increasing items.
Alright, we
Spirit
have...
Dust, Speaker Books, Ashra Icons. Have we got any? We've got an energy drop. Have we got any... Damn it, we don't have any defense ones.
No. Alright.
Rep.
Somebody needs this energy drop. Somebody who's, like, weak.
Who hits like a wet noodle?
Yeah.
Good question.
No.
I wish we could give it... Oh, that might not be a bad idea.
I think that's probably a good idea.
Do it! We've got a bunch of Spirit Dust too, we should use that.
What spirit does? That's magic, isn't it?
Yes, that is. I can give that to Ileana, because Lord knows she needs more magic. Wait, let's look. Soren's is definitely high, I think. Yes, definitely higher.
Yeah.
So give them both to Ileana, and she'll be on par with him.
Indeed. Convoy. Take. Just forcing dust down her throat. She's like, please, I don't want to eat anymore. Shut up! Eat it! What do we have? We had secret books left and stuff like that.
Well, who needs more skill? Boyd.
I reckon Boyd could benefit from some skill. We've got magic resistance.
Look, anyone could benefit from that.
The user's build.
That's con.
Oh, Constitution. No, we don't need any Master Seals because
we can feed them chess keys.
Yes, and they'll open up the doors. Coins? What the fuck? Fuck you.
We're not playing Ree, Dawn, Ree.
Yeah, I reckon his skill's crit chance, isn't it?
No, skill is hit. You can hit better with skill.
Let's see if Man needs any.
Man's alright. I mean, she's got swords. She can hit pretty well. What was Boyd's?
Boyd's was like 21, I think.
Oh, shit. He doesn't need it then.
Let's double check that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, Boyd. Check.
She doesn't need anything.
No, Astrid is perfect the way she is. What about Kieran?
Ah, yes, my king.
20, okay, that's good, that's good.
I finally could boost his speed a little bit. That's the only thing I'm a little annoyed about.
I mean, 21 is still pretty damn good.
It is, but like...
You want him to be faster!
Yeah. I really hate when you get cavalry units that are like really tanky, but like, they just can't. No speed whatsoever.
Yeah. Look, I don't know.
Fernand's a little bit like that. Info. Titania. The Black Eagles dude. The one who nobody like recognizes because he's just like, oh, nobility.
Oh, right. Orange head guy. Yeah.
There's so many orange hair dudes. So many rangers in this game.
I forget. It's either... I get it mixed up with Sylvain.
Yeah. Sylvain's the more interesting Fernand.
Alright, Titania, let's go. We're back. Because I'm signing cut. Commander, can I speak to you for a moment?
What is it, Titania?
I have something important to ask you.
Alright, what is it?
I want you to tell me about the night Commander Grail was killed. I understand that it's difficult for you. However, I need to know. I have to just tell it. Just tell it once. It's all I ask. If you can't, his death will be something I'll never be able to face.
I feel like I've done you a terrible disservice by not telling you earlier. It's just that there was a lot I've had to get clear in my own mind. I know I've kept you waiting.
So you'll tell me?
Yes. I think I've finally come to a point where I can face it.
Alright, whenever you're ready.
That night, I've already told you everything up to where I was on my way into the forest, right? At the head of the path, Father had told me to go back to the fort, but I had a bad feeling and I followed him anyway. When I entered the clearing, he and the Black Knight were already fighting. They seemed to be evenly matched at first. Then they exchanged a few more blows and suddenly Father was sent flying. They spoke to each other for a moment, blah 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 blah, sorry, my bad. I accidentally hit the A button. Then the Black Knight threw a sword at Father's feet. I think he wanted Father to pick it up and use it. But Father didn't touch the sword. He just readied his axe and charged again. It was over in an instant. I couldn't believe my own eyes. They looked like they were embracing, just standing there, frozen. But I saw the Black Knight's blade. It was protruding from Father's back and shining in the moonlight.
Oh, Grail.
Then when the knight pulled his sword out, Father sagged and fell backwards. I ran and tried to catch him, but I couldn't hold him. We both fell to the ground. The wound the Father had taken was terrible, but at that point he was still alive. Then the Black Knight approached me and said, "Give it to me." I had no idea what he was talking about. I do now, though. It had been said by King Ashnard to retrieve the medallion. Father told him he'd thrown the medallion away, but the knight didn't believe him. Then he tried to get Father to talk by threatening to kill me, and missed. I was so angry I leapt up and attacked him, but it was useless. I didn't give up, though. I didn't care what happened to me, and I attacked again.
Of all the stubbornness.
If King Galia hadn't been nearby, I probably would have died that night, too. After the Black Knight vanished, all I could think of was that I didn't want Father to die. He was still alive. I thought that if I could get him back to the fort, we could save him. I clung to that false hope and started walking towards the light of the fort, and I just kept walking.
Thank you, Ike. It must have been so hard for you.
Titania.
Commander Grail died on your back. His last moments must have been much happier than I had imagined. Thank you. Now I can move past my grief.
Titania.
Yes?
There's something else I haven't told you about. I met him. I met the Black Knight again.
What?
We fought.
You did well to keep your life.
I'm not the same boy I was on that night. I've grown. I've worked hard. Yet even so, I wasn't able to defeat him.
There's nothing you can do about that. Even Commander Grail could defeat him. You're not ready to.
It's not that. It's not that my blade work wasn't good enough.
Then, what do you mean?
Titania, it's his armor. It's impervious to damage.
What? That's not possible. Even the strongest.
He said the armor had been blessed by the goddess. He said only weapons that were also blessed by the goddess could hurt him.
Where are we supposed to get something like that?
I have one here.
Ah, Ike, that sword. Where?
The night after Father died, I went back into the clearing by myself. I'd hoped to find some clues that might help me hunt down the night. The sword was still there. I brought it back with me, and I've been hiding it ever since. I wasn't thinking about using it. I believed that if I just carried the sword with me, I'd meet the Black Knight again. And it worked.
So this sword will work against him?
It's supposed to. It was made to contest Alendite, which is the sword wielded by the Black Knight.
Do you think you have a chance?
I'll win.
Alright, I won't stop you. Use that sword to avenge Commander Grail. But listen, Ike, you must promise me one thing.
What is it?
When you meet him, you'll exchange blows. If, at that moment, you don't feel you stand a chance, you must flee. There are times when running away is not the same as losing.
Don't you believe in me, Titania?
Of course I do. One day, you will defeat the Black Knight. I'm sure of it. That's why I don't want you to lose your life on the first go-around. When the time comes, I promise not to interfere, and I won't let anyone else interfere either. I want you to face him, one-on-one. I want you to be calm and use your own best judgment. At times, withdrawing can be the key that unlocks a future victory. Don't forget that.
Understood. Nice.
So that is an option. So we can fight him or we can leg it. But fighting him, good rewards. And beating him, of course.
Alright, let's get to it.
Right, let's do it. Din dun diddly dun, do it.
General Ike, please come with me. We're getting ready to have a war council and discuss tomorrow's battle.
Bum bum bum. So the Black Knight is in that castle, is he?
There's little doubt of it.
That Bjork's a real handful. Even when I attacked him in cat form, I barely scratched him.
It's his armor. It's apparently blessed by the goddess. Ordinary weapons, natural or no, can't damage it.
Oh, that's just swell. So how are we supposed to defeat him? Angry looks?
Leave that to me. I've got a sword that should be effective against him. I don't like it, but I suppose there's no choice. We don't use weapons or shields. Those are Bjork tools for Bjork alone. Very well. If the villain in question appears, we'll leave him to General Ike. Now then, shall we determine who among us storms the castle?
Ike, can I talk to you?
Not right now, Mist. We're discussing battle strategy.
I know that. Even so, please, it'll only take a moment.
Mist, I promise I'll make time later. Be patient and wait quietly. What is it, oh beauteous one?
I feel a bit dizzy. May I rest for a moment?
Oh, what foul deed is that that rears its head? The gods of war do charge a heavy toll, bewitch us and attack our very minds. The princess, she is faint, and oh, tired. Forgive your humble servant this trespass. Hark, my dear, bless me with your arm, good folk, we shall retire for a spell. Of course, princess. Please rest and allow us to proceed with these preparations.
Thank you. I'm sorry. You know why she did that?
Why?
So?
Well, now.
They can have this moment.
What
you
is
skipped
it?
text again, damn it!
He just said, what is it? Come on, Mist. You realize that the princess is making time for you to talk with me, don't you?
Well, I thought I could talk to you later, but then I changed my mind and wanted to talk to you now.
I've been hoping to talk to you, too. I haven't heard much from you since the other day.
Yeah, I'm sorry. When you told us that story, I was so shocked, that's why.
The part about Mother's death, about Father, right?
Uh-huh.
That's only natural. So have you come to some sort of understanding with all that? Is that it?
At first, I couldn't believe it. The stuff about the medallion, and the revival of the Dark God, and all of that, none of it sounded real. And everything about Father, that was even more unbelievable. It was all I could think about, but I didn't want to think about it anymore. It made my head hurt.
No, that's the aneurysm.
I didn't know what to do. I couldn't even sleep. I would just lie awake at night and stare at the 10 walls.
Yeah, I was the same.
I guess my body finally reached its limit. Last night I fell asleep. And when I woke up this morning, I don't know. It was all gone. I only had one emotion left.
What emotion? What is it?
It's hard to say. Sympathy, I suppose?
For Mother?
Uh-huh. And for Father. I think more for him than anyone else. Father and Mother were in love, weren't they? And then the medallion, it made Father go, what did you say, berserk? When he returned to himself, he found Mother. When Father died, it hurt so much, I thought I was going to die. Father must have felt the same way. No, he must have felt even worse.
I think you're right. And Father kept it all to himself, too. Mother, the medallion, being hunted. He never said a word to us. It was his burden alone.
The man who killed Father was that knight we saw in Port Toha, right? The one in the black armor?
Yes.
You're going to fight him, aren't you? For Father?
Yes, I am. It's the one thing I won't let anyone else do in my stead.
Trying to stop you is pointless, I know. If I was stronger, if I were a sword fighter, I'd be doing the same thing.
Mist.
But you must keep your promise. You promised to lead the company in Father's place and protect me. If you go and get yourself killed, I'll never forgive you.
I was just like, fuck you, do what I want. I understand. That's why I'm not gonna lose.
I know. Cute, wholesome family relationships.
Family niceness. How are you feeling, princess?
It was a lie. I'm not feeling unwell at all. I'm sorry. I fooled you.
Ah, I knew it all along. It was all for Ike and Mist, was it not? It would appear, my dear princess, that you care for them greatly.
I witnessed the death of both my father and mother. Soldiers fell, one after the other, and then I was separated from Joffrey. It was Ike and his friends who rescued me. If not for them, I'm sure I'd be dead now. My lord Ike and Mist too know the pain that I carry with me, the pain of losing one's parents in war. That may account for why the two of them, right from the beginning, were so warm and friendly. They gave me the support I needed to survive missed, and I have continuously encouraged each other to go on. So...
They rescued you and are your patrons. There are those among the soldiers who complain in jealousy of Ike's station, but it is a trivial matter. We, the retainers of House Crimea, find this general very much to our liking.
Ah, Bastion, I'm pleased to hear it.
Enough plain speaking. I must ready my silver tongue anew. Shall we return to the council?
Yes. God, my high voice is killing me at the moment.
Nando's castle. Get a cheeky one, yeah? Sir Knight, the Crimean army will renew their assault of the castle momentarily. The troops we face are not the half-breeds we fought yesterday. It is the army that bested General Bertram. They are not what one would call an easy opponent.
Resolve it.
I beg your pardon?
Hafed, you are in command. The castle defenses are on your shoulders. I have business with General Ina.
Understood. Good on you, Hafed. Nice beard.
Hafed's a good guy.
I'm gonna murder him now.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great when we do.
Well, troops of our retinue of 13 people, probably. Nando's! They're gonna be throwing chicken at us.
Good. Is everyone ready? The castle's strength has been bolstered with reinforcements from the capital. We must strike now before more can arrive. If the Black Knight appears, don't try to engage him. He is mine. I will take care of him.
Oh. Nice. Nice.
Choose some units.
Yes, and we'll see you guys in the next part when we get started. Ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam.